Yo, what is up, world? It's your boy D, aka Dib. A lot of you guys that may be viewing this would know me as Dib Gaming from my old account, which recently got terminated, and we'll talk about that in another video, actually, on all of that. Or if you know already, you'll know that from my other social media as well. But to you newcomers, welcome to Dib Gaming, where shit can get really weird sometimes. So let's go be real. It can get really, really weird. But I'm just gonna go into a little bit of stuff about me. So, yeah, well, your boy, aka, my name is David, but a lot of people call me Dib for my middle initial and my last initial, which is where my actual YouTube ID name comes from, and all that good stuff. And I'm running this gaming channel, or starting it back up, should I say, literally because I love gaming, I love making content, and I love seeing people's enjoyment out of seeing the videos I make. I enjoy making guides and all that other stuff and all that when it comes to the type of games that I enjoy, which I will be going into in this video as well. So to all you guys, welcome to Dib Gaming. You're freaking awesome. I love everybody. I'm actually a very open person when it comes to any type of content. So if you have something you want your boy to play, just go ahead, leave a comment under the comment section, or leave it in the community tab and all that good stuff once it's actually open, all that good stuff as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Why your boy loves gaming so much and all that good stuff. So I came from a very gaming influenced family that is really revolved around family values. I'm a very, very family oriented person. So first off, if a video comes out late, it's either because of work or because I'm doing something and dealing with family, because I always put my family first. Although Dib Gaming's slogan is fun is an infinite destination, it's also family comes first. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. But going into it, I came to a very, very gaming influenced family. Starting off with my mother, my late mother, who is actually deceased, Vivian Jean Barksdale. She loved gaming herself, and that love of gaming got passed on to me and my sibling, Ronald. My mother's favorite video game was actually Mortal Kombat, and the stories I would hear about her at the arcades was busting cheeks was crazy in Mortal Kombat back in the heyday. So yeah, it got so bad that when I would get my butt whooped by one of my friends, Malik, she would sit there and laugh at me. So let's go into it a little bit more. So the first game system I actually ever played was actually the Sega Genesis. One thing I would always do is actually take my older brother's Sega and sneak into my room with it and play it. Mind you, my brother's bedroom was right next to my bedroom. Literally, you had to walk through my bedroom to get to it. So there's no way in hell that I was getting away with it. But I didn't care. The ass whooping was worth it in my opinion. Back then, my little boy brain did not care. All I knew is I saw characters on screen and I wanted it. I wanted to play it. I didn't care if he said don't touch it. So I would pay the consequences. Now, a lot of you may think it's a cliche that's in only cartoons and stuff in movies, where your older sibling will take your hand and start wailing on your own face with it and stop hitting yourself. Bullshit. My brother beat my ass with my own hands. Okay. My favorite game to play on the Sega though was Buzzy, as well as Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic in general. I love playing Sonic on the old school Sega. There's a whole slew of other freaking games that at the moment I can't remember the name of right now. So I would take my brother Sega, and eventually he just gave it to me as I got older, which we'll get into that as well and all that. So going into it, I'll talk about some of my other older siblings. So I do have more older siblings into it, one named Marlon and all that stuff, who loved video games and love collecting cars and stuff. And I have my older sister who I actually lived with, and her name is Davette. And the thing is, how do I actually explain this? So my sister loved video games as well, and let's just say I found her Sega at my dad's at one point, and I thought it was grandpa's. I thought after I moved in, it belongs to her. She ain't getting that shit back. Yeah, I still have it sitting on my dresser with the other one right now. I actually have a lot of them. Only game system I think I do not have anymore, or actually have not gotten, is an Atari 2600. I have played it, but I just do not own one. I'm actually looking for one that's actually in box that is in really pristine condition because it's old, it's full collective value, and I do like playing a lot of retro games. Matter of fact, maybe I will play some retro games for you guys on this channel as well. So let's move on to me getting my own console. So later on, as I got older, I was about probably 8 years old at this point, I got my very first game system, which was given to me by my late grandmother, Hattie Hegwood Kraus. Now, the name is German, if you're wondering. Yes, her name is German. My grandma was from about Germany. Hope I pronounced that properly. But yeah, she was from Germany. And grandma, let's just say you don't play with grandma. If grandma say do it, you do it. Grandma ain't play about her family, especially her kids and grandkids. Let's just say this was one little German lady that she did not care what your ethnicity or anything was. If you said anything rude to her kids, you catching the hands. She ain't care who you were, what you were. You could be an alien humping a darn watermelon from space. She would not have cared. You catching them little, you catching a flurry. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but you catching a whole bunch of haymakers from a little lady. That's all there's to it. So moving on to it, my grandmother Hattie had got me my first game system that was actually mine. In that case, because my brother had the ZNAS and all that stuff as well, which he passed on down to me as I got older, like I said. But my first game system that actually belonged to me was the Nintendo 64, and this blew my mind because I was not expecting it. I'm expecting on Christmas Day going over to grandma's house. I'm gonna get clothes. I'm like, I don't want to go. I'm just gonna get clothes. Ain't gonna get none. Boy, was I freaking wrong. Shit, I was wrong as hell. I walk in there, grandma say, "Hi baby, how you doing?" I remember the whole goddamn day. Yes, I remember the day it happened. She came in there, she gave me a hug, house smelling like freaking gravy, all that stuff. Yes, my grandma's house smelled like gravy all the damn time. You know, if y'all don't believe me, maybe one day I'll pull my older sister on this channel with me one day and she can tell you that I'm not lying to y'all about this. But yeah, so I open the box up and I see a Nintendo 64 in there with a stack of games. Bro, my jaw dropped. I was like, what? Is this mine? Like, grandma said, yes, baby. You've been wanting your own game system and all that stuff. So grandma got me a Nintendo 64. The first games that I got on it was Legend of Zelda, Silicon Valley 3, and Mario 64. I played the hell out of that goddamn Nintendo 64. I went through probably like 8 controllers, maybe more. I don't know. That's just. It was a lot of goddamn controllers I went through playing that goddamn game. So, moving on past that, my next game system I got, of course, was the PlayStation 1, and this is when I really heavily got into the gaming genre, and this was around the time when my older brother actually gave me his Sega as well. So my favorite games to play on the PlayStation 1 was actually Spyro the Dragon, of course Crash Bandicoot, Final Fantasy, of course. There's like, y'all, I love Final Fantasy. Like, I freaking love Final Fantasy. My favorite one on PlayStation 1 was, of course, Final Fantasy 7. Like, the game was just freaking beautiful. I enjoyed the story, everything about it. And then, of course, 8 and 9, same. The games is just great, in my opinion. So, those are just a few titles that I can say I loved on the PlayStation 1. But, of course, you already know those are the cliche titles that everyone freaking loves. Of course, when it came to the other PlayStation titles, I did love Dragon Quest and all that stuff as well. But, let's move on forward to the next console I got. So the next console I got after that was actually the Xbox, the original one. And the game I got for that, which is going to be like a goddamn, it's going to seem like I'm sounding like a broken record in a minute, was a combination between Tetris and what's it called? Star Wars. Bruh. So I got Tetris and I got Star Wars with it as well. And I played the hell out of that goddamn game. I probably went through like another 20 controllers for Xbox alone as well. It was great. After that one, of course, you know, Xbox 360 got that, and we got a story right here that I'm going to tell you about the Xbox 360 being another console I got. And once again, first game I got with this collector's box on Christmas, so I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting to get this. I actually did want a PlayStation 3 at the time, but mom's got me an Xbox 360 instead. So with this Xbox 360, what happened was I ended up getting an Xbox 360. But before that, I ended up getting the PS2, but we'll go into that in a moment. So with the Xbox 360, I ended up getting another collector's version of the Xbox 360, 2 controllers, and I also got Star Wars once again with this collection, with this set right here. So I played it for quite a while. I enjoyed playing it every day and all that stuff, and then I wake up one morning about to get on Star Wars, and my console won't come on. It's just blinking red. The boy got the red light of death. I cried like a baby. I was so goddamn hurt. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know what to do. All I knew is that I can't play video games no more. That's all I knew, is that I can't play my video game no more. So let's go back to the PlayStation 2 era. So right here, PlayStation 2 era was literally the turn of the century for me, that I could say really rocketed my love of video games from the PlayStation 1 on up to today, which just has my love of gaming in general. Even though PlayStation is my favorite console, I am not a part of the gaming world bullshit. I am actually into everything, and we'll go more into that in a minute. So a lot of my favorite titles from the PlayStation 2 era, of course, is going to be Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Jak and Daxter, freaking Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper. Of course, you already know Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot. A lot of the A titles that was on there, God of War. Of course, man, there was so goddamn many. Blood Range, all that good stuff was a lot of my favorites to actually play them. So, I tell you, gaming was a big thing in my life. I actually went to school for it as well, which I'll go into in a moment too. So, moving on forward past that point of the PlayStation onward up to now. After the Xbox 360, a while before that, I did get a Nintendo GameCube. And this one was about to ruin my love of Nintendo right there, because I would play Smash Bros on it. I had Smash Bros Melee on the on my Nintendo GameCube. And one day, one of my mom's daycare kids, my mom owned her own daycare service and all that. One of the kids was in the room playing the game with me, and she stuck a fork in the darn GameCube's battery pack. I was devastated because I wanted to whoop that kid behind, and I knew I couldn't. No matter how badly I wanted to, I did. So for a while, I did not bang with Nintendo because my feelings was hurt. Until the Switch came out. Not the Switch, no, not the Switch, no. Until the Nintendo Wii came out, and I would play Brawl with the homies alongside Naruto and all that other stuff. So, let's move on to the PlayStation 3. So, of course, PlayStation 3, you already know, same thing applies. I loved it. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Played all types of titles, mostly fighting games. Dragon Ball Z. Oh, let's not forget about Dragon Ball Z. Back on the PlayStation 2. Hell yes, I owned every goddamn game on the PlayStation 3. PlayStation 2 and the PlayStation 1. Let's go. Dragon Ball Ultimate Battle 22, my nigga. Let's go. A lot of you may not know about that game. Look it up. I'm telling you, that is one of the hardest games in the world when it comes to Dragon Ball to play. Right there. To me at least. Now, like I said, moving on to the PlayStation 3 era, it was great. I really did enjoy that. All the reboots and everything they released on there, all the A titles that came out on there as well, all the Japanese titles that I got to play on there. Mind you, actually, my first Japanese title that I actually fell in love with was Multi-Blood back on the PlayStation 2 and on PC. Multi-Blood is my all-time favorite fighting game as well, but I do have other ones that I do enjoy, such as Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, King of Fighters, all the above. I really do enjoy. And when the PlayStation 3 era came around, my favorite fighting game actually became Guilty Gear. Became Blaze Blue on the PlayStation 3. As I said, I played all types of Japanese titles as well, from Fist of the North Star to my favorite Japanese title that I got on the PlayStation 3, which was One Piece, Kaizo Kusumu, which means Pirate Warriors in this case. I have every game for that in all languages, and both languages, both Japanese and English. I do own all those games in double time. So, yeah, that's how my PlayStation 3 experience was. There's a lot more into it, but I don't want this to run on too long because we're already breaking 14 minutes right now. After that, of course, you already know we got the PlayStation 4 and all that stuff as well. After that, I didn't really go onto Xbox because I was so afraid of the red light thing, because I know what happened with the Xbox One as well. Although I did play the Xbox One and truly do enjoy it. I may still get one, but I will go to my cousin's house, my friend's house, I will play theirs. Same thing, we'll enjoy playing a lot of the video games that I did enjoy growing up on them. But the console I chose to get was the PlayStation 4, which I actually had my PlayStation 4 up to about 2 years ago, maybe, when it finally got the red light of death itself, where it overheat. It was good to put, it was overheating because it was so old and all that stuff. I actually have my original PS4 sitting on my dresser, and I got another one in this case as well. So, I mean, it was a great experience. I played all types of reboots on there as well as new titles, moving on to, you know, more Japanese import titles and all that good stuff as well. There's a lot of games that I played. Another game that I really enjoyed back on PlayStation 2 that I actually did get on PlayStation 4 was actually Fate. A lot of you may not know what the Fate series is, but it's long as hell. Don't get me into that, because that's like a freaking hour or more video on this guy doing on explaining the Fate series. Don't get me wrong, I love Fate, but it's too darn long. I also love playing games like, what's it called? Samurai Warriors, as well as Dynasty Warriors, all that good stuff. I really do enjoy playing stuff like that, especially Warriors Orochi. It's just, I love gaming in general. And then now, like I said, I am currently living with my sister. Very loving family and all that good stuff. I do play a lot of games with her kids and all that good stuff as well. And actually, I want to go into why I actually decided to really boot back up and go ahead and just immediately make another channel and continue the journey. The reason why I actually originally made my YouTube channel was because Mama told me that since I was doing all the work on the channel that I had started for me and my friends to do videos on together, I might as well make my own channel. And a lot of my friends did agree as well, because at the end of the day, I was doing most of the recording, I was doing all the editing and all that stuff. And I decided to start up DIB Gaming, like Mom said, and I just shot off from there. Even after that, I have two younger siblings, Philip and Priscilla. They also love video games. On top of my two in-law siblings, which I don't like doing the in-law thing, Terry and Tamara, they love them as well. Philip is actually the one that really got me into like the Xbox series and had me go ahead. I decided to build my own PC and all that stuff, and that's why I used to play all my Xbox games on at this point and all that good stuff. I actually graded it as well. So good, that's actually great right there too. And then moving on over to current day, I do enjoy playing a lot of mobile games now. I do play a lot of A-grade titles as well, which is going to be all over this channel. So don't get me wrong, it's definitely going to be there, but I am going to be playing mobile gaming as well. This is my two favorite mobile games in the world, which is going to be Goddess of Victory Nikkei and Destiny Child, but my all-time favorite one. Matter of fact, Destiny Child is going to be getting quite a few old uploads redone since they were on my channel, and they have to do with a lot of the story and past events, and I do want to have them archived for those who actually want to know what they missed in the past with that content, everything that they can't go back and actually experience. At least it being here on DIB Gaming, they can at least experience it secondhand through their eyes, through someone else's gameplay, if that's making any sense to you guys. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of that, but there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. It's sad that a lot of content got lost on that channel when it came down to my Final Fantasy 14 series run and all that stuff. All those memories are completely destroyed. Memories with family members that I don't have with me no more. They're all gone. But you know what? I know that those members, those family members that are not with me, if I wasn't to get my ass back up and continue going doing something I freaking love to do, they would probably be beating my ass right now. So that's why we're here right now, because you know, at the end of the day, I ain't no freaking quitter. Mama ain't raised no bitch. That's all there's to it. On top of that, I know my older sister would wring my freaking neck if I was to sit around and be depressed and not get my ass back up and pursue what I love to freaking do. So yeah, as I said, family always comes first, Dibs. And hey, to all you guys, let me know as always, Dibs, if you are a returning viewer or if you're a new viewer, you can always go over to my other social media platforms and check all that out. All of it can be found down within my link tree and all that good stuff, Dibs. So be sure to subscribe and all that good stuff. Check out my Discord. You can search Games to Your Boy and other content over there you want to see, as well as join the Dibs Dib fam, I do want to grow my community over there on Discord and hang out with you guys in the server and all that good stuff and see what you do to enter. You can learn a bit more about your boy, because I'm not only a gamer, I also play all types of card games as well. I actually have a TCG OCG channel that I have started up that I'm really going to start uploading on, where you're going to be seeing all types of Yu-Gi-Oh content, Pokemon content, Magic of the Gathering, all types of stuff, Vanguard, the list goes on. So look out for that as well. Go and check out Dib Gaming OCG TCG as well if you're interested in that type of content too, Dibs and all that good stuff. And yeah, I guess that is. So as always, Dibs, I'm going to tell you right now, family always comes first, but I want you to always know fun is an infinite destination. May your hearts be your guiding key, and I will see you dudes in some gameplay videos. Peace.